Hey, Shalom Markin, this is Rakam Bakapash from Jimmy Islam, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachvadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's pushing his truth and not sincerity. Back again with another video. I got this it's a video from YouTube here from the Redacted channel. All right, I'm not gonna play the video, but brothers can see the title of the video, right, which says Israel wants USA to attack Iran. Dragging us into war, Colonel Douglas MacGregor, right? And we know this is all prophecy because I'm going to get it, but scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, this guy, Bibi, Netanyahu, I mean, he really eager for this war. He wants all the smoke, right? And he's been doing the madness there in Gaza this year, right? And he knows where this is going to lead. He ain't going to get rid of them, right? Hamas and all this, right? They know that where this is going to end up, and he wants it. He wants it. He does want it, right? But he's just another puppet in prophecy, man. The Mosai is using to bring about war in the Middle East, man. Right? To create that Battle of Armageddon, okay, in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right? He is a component to this, right? And his eagerness to destroy this and destroy that. So, I say the Most High is using him to create this situation, and he's going to drag America in and America's allies into this war, right? Which isn't going to end well for the West. It's not going to end well for nobody, right? They're all going to get fucked up. Most High is going to destroy them all, which you're going to get into. All right, so you can watch the video, but I'm just going to bring some scriptures out. I ain't going to make this a long one. All right. I'm going to get the point here in verse 20, but I'm going to jump up and read that, right? So verse 20 here says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom and his purposes, that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them, right? So like I said, he's been, Bibi's being used to draw them out. The least of the flock, represents these Amalekites of the nation of Edom. And they're just a small group, a small tribe out of Edom, but their leaders come out of that tribe, right? The rich elite, right? They're the ones at the top, and so they're being used, to bring around this to bring around poverty, essentially, right? Because what they believe is that they're going to bring a new world, their own new world order out of this, but it's not their new world order that's going to be established, right? It's the Lord's, it's the Yahweh Shai's new world order that's going to be established after all this, because none of you nations are going to have any power. The Lord's going to come and take it all away from you and destroy you. All right. So this guy is being used, man, to bring this about. So jumping back up here in verse 14, though, it says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men, right? These Edomites and these Amalekites especially are not looking good right now, right? The whole world is really coming up against them, and they're always playing victim, like, oh, why do people hate us and all this kind of stuff. It's because you're doing some fucking crazy bullshit all the damn fucking time, fucking tunnels and fucking sex rings and fucking profane profane arts, in the media and all this kind of bullshit, fucking going around troubling people in different countries. It's just, and you wonder why people hate you. It's not because you're just being persecuted because you ain't done nothing wrong. You're actually like antagonistic to the world, to earth, to life, right? You're a problem, right? And so this is why you claim you're always going through some shit. Well, maybe you should point the finger at yourself from time to time, But anyway, this is so the Mosai said he's made them small among the heathen and despised among men, right? It's true. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill at the top, right? Esau sits at the top. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation, every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof, right? Because these guys, they run America, man. Right? And America is that great place of judgment where, the Most High is going to destroy it with fire. like completely destroy it with fire, okay, with those thermonuclear missiles, right? But these guys are up in there, man, in their what do they call them? What do they call those groups over there? Oh, and lobbies, the lobbyists, right, and all that kind of stuff, right? They're all up in there making these decisions and putting pressure on these leaders and whatever, right, to do certain things. All right, like I said, you've got the rich elite over there as well. You know, the business moguls and all that kind of stuff, controlling, narratives and all of that, right? Money, all of that, right? So they're the ones really ruling it, okay? And America is that cesspit, okay, that needs to be destroyed, man, off the face of the earth. And that's what the Lord's going to do to that place, right? But Israel, they're gonna get destroyed too, right? They're gonna get destroyed too, man, and make that land, well, got to cleanse that land, got to purge that land, we've got to cleanse that land for us to return to it, right? So it can be built up again, right? So these guys are gonna, they're gonna get it too, right, to some degree, right? So, so also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, right? When they see America destroyed, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it, right? This is speaking about the land of America, right? That's where the great judgment is going to take place. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that would stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. All right. Is Revelation chapter 11 verse 14 says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. He gonna be a great instrument in bringing around that third world war, man. Amongst these other leaders as well that are in power, that are in leadership. Whether it be Trump, whether it be Putin, whoever these guys that are going to be involved in this thing, who the Most High got set up to take the fall, essentially, right? To lead their armies into the Middle East, into the Valley of Jehoshaphat, for the Lord to destroy them, right? All these are key components, man, the Lord is using, right? But it's going to be because of what's going on down there in the Middle East, man. Okay? Actually, let me get this one first. In 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 28, it says, behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Canaanians, okay, which the Canaanians are the Iranians, okay, the Persians, okay, that's who they are, right? And like I said, here in the farm here, so Israel wants US to attack Iran, right? The Canaanians, okay, here in the scripture, they want to force a situation for them to, because they already killed a bunch of their commanders or whatever. I think it was in Syria, I think, recently, right? And so Iran obviously wants to get back, but it's not when you're dealing with America. Israel is one thing, but when you're dealing with America, knowing that America will make moves against you, it's a bit difficult because you need your allies in sync. You need Russia and the other allies in sync to really go on and take on America, man. Because America is that fucking that big bad bully. Okay, they got all that fucking ammunition, man, all the fucking military power, and so they gotta be tactful with it. But obviously they're being what's the word? Goaded into doing something. Maybe he wants them to step out of line, right? So he could cross his, and bring fucking hell upon you, man. But that's what it's gonna be. But it's not gonna be as simple as that, man. Maybe thinks, I don't know what people think. But this isn't gonna be no easy fight. This isn't gonna be like when America and Britain, they went into Afghanistan or fucking Libya or all these other, Iraq, where they just go and bomb the shit out of it. No, this is gonna be a proper fight, right? A proper war, right? Which it's not gonna be easily fought. Okay, regardless of how much military power you have, how much money you spend on equipment or whatever, it's not gonna be as simple as that. All right. Anyway, It says, verse 30, also the Canaanians raging in wrath, man, because the men are pissed, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, right? So they're not coming. They're not coming to when they're going to come to fight. They're going to come to fight, right? Iran's got things, right, and Iran's got Russia, and Russia got China. They're all intermingled, right? All linked up, right? They're allied. They're allied up, right? So when it goes live in that Middle Eastern area with Israel and the US, bro, that'll be it. It's gonna kick off, man. No turning back now. Okay, it will be World War III, right? So they shall come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Syrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Pardon me. All right, so yeah, that's coming, man. All right, so I'm going to end it with this Joel 3 here. I'm going to get verse 2, then jump down to 9, right? It says, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. So the Lord is doing this on behalf of the Israelites, beginning with the elect, right? The Lord is going to bring these nations down to the valley of Jehoshaphat to judge them, right? To destroy them, mutual destruction. I said, there's not going to be no winners out of these nations, right? They're all going to get fucked up, right? The Lord is going to deliver what? Save his people at the end of this. It's only the Israelites are going to be the winners out of all this. And we're not even in the war. We're not even going to be competing like that. You know, this is not our fight. Okay, we're fighting a spiritual warfare out here. You can go mash each other up. You know, with your guns and your missiles and shit. You can go do that. You know? Most are going to have you fight each other for no damn reason. Because there ain't going to be no victors. There ain't nothing to gain here. Just death. All right? I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right? So jump down to verse 9 here. So proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right? And that's what the Lord's doing. He's causing all these these nations, these military commanders to prepare for warfare. Everybody knows that there's a big war to be fought in the near future. And this is why they're all talking about, Britain's talking about conscriptions and all this kind of stuff, and evaluating their military power and whether or not it's enough, and realizing that it's not enough, and so they got to do things, spend money and conscripting and that kind of stuff, man, to have a decent fighting chance, man. Why Trump's taking, was having to go at these European nations in NATO. About them not spending enough money in NATO, and how America got to pick up all the slack. Man, look, they're making obviously Russia to be the boogeyman. Obviously, why they need to have all this military and all this power and whatever, right? So they all know, there's a war to be fought, right? And all these other nations, they're building up their military arsenals too, right? Because the Lord is making them do that, right? Says verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your punghooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Right. So like I said, they're all being built up now, becoming more military minded and investing in their militaries, right? Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come and get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great, right? Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Right? So that's what this is all going to bring about. Okay, they're going to bring down all these armies. They're going to be the cause of bringing down all these armies down into the Middle East, man, to fight because of this bullshit that he's on. To fulfill the will of the Lord at the end of the day. He don't understand that. He don't know that. But that's what he's doing. He's doing the will of the Lord on the left-hand side, man, to bring about war down there in the Middle East region, not the so-called Middle East region, man, to bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and for them to mutually destroy each other, man. right? And he's going to be, like I said, a key component to that. All right. So I'm going to end it there. The witness has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So till next time, I say shalom.